And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Jackson will throw again. Forced out to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it first and goal at the 7. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then The defense has the advantage.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
On second down, Trubisky. Caught left side, Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They pitch out to Howard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hurry, hurry!
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey,
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On second down, Jackson. And the grab by Croft. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the first down and more past the 40, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Jackson on first down. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And Jackson throwing once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Cooper's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They go play action now. Jackson. And he fends him off. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now a handoff looking right. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Broken tackle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Patterson. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Jackson on 2nd down, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No, check, Patriot!
Now Jackson looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And right side, Henry's got it. Gave a glimpse of his power that time. And then brought down at the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mitchell Trubisky with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Play action. Now Trubisky. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, they run with Howard. And now running right through it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trubisky will throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Trubisky now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He leads this one for Howard. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Trubisky to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lawson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Trubisky throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.